Hello everybody, it is I, Brandon Wynn, back again with D&D and me. So continuing with the Monster Manual stuff, because, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to just make it through the dragons. I think the gold dragon's the end of it? No, there's even more. But continuing with the dragons, we are going to the bronze dragon. To just kind of get straight into the lore, uh, bronze dragons are coastal dwellers that feed primarily on aquatic plants and fish. They take forms of friendly animals to observe other creatures of interest. So, like, I kind of imagine like they take forms of like dolphin, whale. Why am I saying it like singularly? That's weird. But like dolphins, whales, other fish, and such to observe ships, people that are like doing fishing, stuff like that, or even like seagulls and stuff like that. That I think would be pretty cool. They're also fascinated by warfare and eagerly join armies fighting for a just cause. I don't know any army that fights for a purely just cause. A ribbed and fluted crest defines the shape of a bronze dragon's head. Curving horns extend out from the crest, uh, echoed by spines on its lower jaw and chin. To help them swim, bronze dragons have webbed feet and smooth scales. A bronze dragon's wormling scales are yellow tinged with green. Only as a dragon approaches adulthood does the color deepen to darker, rich bronze tone. The pupils of a bronze dragon's eyes fade as the dragon ages until they resemble glowing green orbs. I would assume very much like emeralds. Dragons of the coast, much very similar to wizards of the coast. Bronze dragons love to watch ships traveling up and down the coastline near their lairs, sometimes taking forms of dolphins or seagulls. I literally have read this like 2 or 3 times like months ago, and I didn't remember the fact that I brought this up. So it's actually pretty interesting that I remembered, but like completely coincidentally. Uh, to inspect those ships and their crews more closely, daring bronze dragon might slip aboard a ship in the guise of a bird or rat, inspecting the hold for treasure. The dragon finds worthy additions to its hoard. It barters the ship captain for the item. Yeah, it just turns into a dragon and is like, hey, I'm gonna fucking take this. Here's like the magic sword or some shit. War machines. Dragons, not dragons, actively oppose tyranny, and many bronze dragons yearn to test their mettle by putting their size and strength to good use. I'm sorry, I don't know how I read test out of that. When a conflict unfolds near its lair, a bronze dragon ascertains the underlying cause, then offers its services to any side that fights for good. Once a bronze dragon commits a cause, it remains a staunch ally until it turns wrong. Uh, Well-organized wealth. Bronze dragons loot sunken ships and also collect colorful coral and pearls from the reefs and seabeds near its lairs. When a bronze dragon pledges to help an army wage war against tyranny, it asks for a nominal pay. If such a request is beyond the allies' means, it might settle for a collection of old books on military history and ceremonial items commemorating the alliance. Bronze Dragon might also lay claim to treasure held by the enemy that it feels would be safe under its protection. So, okay, you can't pay, and we'll get something out of it regardless that it might value, which is really nice comparatively to some other dragons. A bronze dragon lairs in coastal caves. Might salvage a wrecked ship, reconstruct it with the confines of its lair, and use it as a treasure vault or nest for its eggs. Lair actions. On initiative count 20, losing initiative ties, the dragon takes a lair action to cause one of the following effects. The dragon creates a fog as though it casts the fog cloud spell. The fog lasts until initiative count 20 on the next round. Or the second one, a thunderclap originates at the point the dragon can see within 120 feet. Each creature within 20 feet, a 20-foot radius, uh, centered on that point must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 5 1d10 thunder damage and be deafened until the end of the next turn. So certain spells will not work. That's awesome. Regional effects. The region containing a legendary bronze dragon's lair is warped by the dragon's magic. Once per day, the dragon can alter the weather in a 6-mile radius centered around, on its lair. The dragon doesn't need to be outdoors, otherwise the effect is identical to a control weather spell. Underwater plants within 6 miles of the dragon's lair takes a dazzlingly brilliant hues. Within the lair, the dragon can set illusionary sounds such as soft music and strange echoes so they can be heard in various parts of the cave. I just imagine Rick Astley's never going to give you up at just random intervals in random ass places. That would be fucking hilarious. Just literally get Rick rolled by a dragon. Uh, Turns out the entire dragon just takes the form of Rick Astley and to defeat it, you have to Rickroll it somehow. If the dragon dies, changed weather reverts to normal, as described in the spell, and other effects fade in 1d10 days. Now, we're going to get into the actual ancient bronze dragon stats. It's our gargantuan, yeah. It's a lawful good. It's obviously a dragon. Has a natural armor class of 22, natural armor. So if you want to beef it up with more armor, but by all means, average hit point of 444. So that's 24d20 plus 192 if you want to roll it. It has a movement speed of 40 feet, a flight speed of 80 feet, and a swim speed of 40 feet. It has a natural strength of 29 plus 9, a dex of 10 plus 0, constitution of 27 plus 8, intelligence of 18 plus 4, wisdom of 17 plus 3, and a charisma of 21 plus 5. Its proficient saving throws are dex plus 7, meaning it has a plus 7 to proficiency bonus. Constitution of 15, wisdom of 10, and a charisma of 12. Its proficient skills are Insight, 10, Perception, 17 is Stealth, 7. It's immune to lightning damage. It has Blind Sight up to 60 feet and Dark Vision up to 120, and it has a Passive Perception of 27. It speaks Common and Draconic, probably other languages, it's fucking ancient, and it's a challenge rating 22, 41,000 experience points. It's amphibious, and it has Legendary Resistance up to 3 times a day. If you want to know what those are, I'm pretty sure there's a multitude of things that you can easily look that up. Legendary Resistance is one of those things where almost everything has it, and it's not worth saying it over and over. Actions. It has multi-attack. The dragon can use its Frightful Presence. It then makes 3 bite attacks, one with its bite and 2 with its claws. I read ahead and completely fucked that up. Its bite is a melee weapon attack, plus 16 to hit, reach of 15 feet, 1 target only, 20 average, 2d10 plus 9 piercing damage. Its claws a melee weapon attack, plus 16 to hit, reach of 10 feet, 1 target only, 16 average, 2d6 plus 9 slashing damage. The tail is a melee weapon attack, plus 16 to hit, reach of 20 feet, 1 target only, 18 average, 2d8 plus 9 bludgeoning damage. And now these are like some of its abilities that it has. It has Frightful Presence. Each creature of the dragon's choice that is within 120 feet and aware of it must succeed on a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effect on a success. If a creature saving throw is successful or the effect ends for it, it is immune for the next 24 hours. Its breath weapon recharges on a 5 or 6 on a d6 roll. Now it has 2 breath weapons. The first one is a lightning breath. In a 120-foot line that is 10 foot wide, each creature that is in that line must make a DC 23 dex save, taking 88, 16 plus 10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. The second one is a repulsion breath. The dragon exhales repulsion energy in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must succeed on a 23 strength save throw. On a failed save, the creature is pushed 60 feet from the dragon. Now, if you want to add damage, I would say like thunder damage to that. It would make sense. It has shape change. The dragon magically polymorphs into a human or beast that has a challenge rating no higher than its own, back to its true form. It reverts to its true form if it dies. Any equipment it is wearing or carrying is absorbed or born by the new form, the dragon's choice. Of course, it's going to absorb it in. In a new form, the dragon retains its alignment, hit points, hit dice, ability to speak, proficiencies, legendary resistance, lair actions, and intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores, as well as its action. Its statistics and capabilities are otherwise replaced by the new form, except for class features or legendary actions of that form. Legendary actions. It has 3. It has Detect, which is a perception check, which costs 1 action. The Tail Attack, which costs 1 action, and the Wing Attack, which costs 2 actions. The dragon beats its wings. Each creature within 15 feet must succeed on a DC 24 dex save or take 16 average, 2d6 plus 9 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. The dragon then can fly up to half of its speed. Jesus. These dragons are going to be the death of me. There's so many dragons left. Because there's 2. That's so far the gold. There's the silver. Yeah, so there's like 3 left, and that means that that's a whole another 2 videos after I finish these, but or 2 sets of videos. But thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe if you want to get more content and such. My D&D campaign has resumed, thankfully, and we will be posting semi-regularly, depending on my work schedule if they don't screw me over. So, yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.